Holy shit, can you Adam and Eve it? We're back with the chassis variant series. Yes, hello. It's been how long since a video? It's gotta be over a year, right? At least. I haven't bothered to check, but if I looked, I'm gonna guess it's at least a year since I did the last chassis variant video. And we're back with the skeleton crew at PGI a while back now, producing one of the packs. This one was from the Striker booster pack, which basically just made variants of existing mechs that were already in the game. In this case, they did two Innisphere variants. They did the Grand Dragon, which is what we're looking at today, and the Thunderbolt 10SE, or Tennessee, as some people nickname it, namely just me and Frun recently, but that may not be the case, and maybe other people went, haha, look, Tennessee, hey, look. Anyway. So, the Grand Dragon. This is the DRG 1C model, the original version of the Grand Dragon, and I don't know why they didn't do the 5K, considering PGI are more than happy to put rear-firing weapons into the front anyway, which is the same with this mech. So, essentially, the biggest change with the Grand Dragon is the AC5 is replaced by a PPC. The rest of it remains largely the same. There's a couple of heatsink changes, of course, and an extra medium laser gets added, which is probably slightly better for fire rate, but a little bit hotter overall. It, historically, within Battletech's universe, became sort of the de facto Dragon model past a certain point. Around about the mid-3020s, Takashi Kirita felt that the Dragon needed a bit more oomph and a little bit more punch to deal with other Great House frontline heavies. And when you look at it, I don't blame them. You've got, obviously, Davian with the likes of the Jägermech and Warhammer and the such. Steiner's got a whole raft of different heavies that it produces, things like Marauders and stuff like that. Marek's got its Orions, and even Lau, at some point producing, cataphracts and catapults and the such. So, yeah, the Dragon, by comparison, it's speedy, but it didn't quite have the armor or the punch to really, compete. So the Grand Dragon was a popular refit of the standard Dragon. Later on, the 5K model came out around about the mid-3040s, became much more common, which switched the PPC to an ER model, and basically gave it lost equipment like double heatsinks and the such, a case-protected ammo bin. Weirdly enough, one of the medium lasers also goes to the rear in the 5K model, so it has two rear-firing mediums, one forward-firing medium, the LRM-10, and an ER PPC. Not quite sure why you would do that, but that was what the model had. Again, not sure why they didn't just add that into this, because two rear-firing mediums would just end up going to the front anyway. Which means you can just make this very easily into an ER model. I do apologise for my complete ineptitude on this, though I have still been playing MechWarrior Online, since I finished the chassis series and the such anyway. I just am not very good at aiming PPCs, it seems. For some reason, I haven't used them enough to really get used to it. The problem with the Dragon is it suffers a little bit of LSAS. The right arm does have that low slung arm syndrome, so the PPC is kind of awkwardly positioned. And although it has two higher mounted medium lasers in the left and right torso, the left arm one is also low slung, which makes it hard to get all three on spot. Overall, though, it's nice to see the Grand Dragon added. I'm not really sure it was worth adding as something that they wanted real money for. I actually don't really encourage anybody to go out and run out and buy variants for real cash, to be perfectly honest. I don't get what the aim was here. New mechs, definitely. You want to put a new mech out there for real cash, do it. I'll happily buy something that you guys come up with, whatever it is at this point. A new mech would always be very welcome in MWO. Paying for new variants? Nah, no, not going for that. I wouldn't recommend it, and it's. I don't know how well it sold. It probably did. It probably did all right, but personally, it's not for me. I'd rather wait for them to go out for C-Builds, which is why this video is so much later after the Striker came out. And I know the Warden booster pack's already arrived, and no doubt they'll probably announce another one in the near future. But hey, it gives me more reason to make these videos. And holy crap, we are getting to the end. Man, that was quick. That was over very quick. That was all like 5 minutes. Christ. Yeah, I ran about 12. I think this is attempt 13, lucky number 13. My damage is bad. My score isn't great, but honestly, after so many attempts to try and get a half decent match, I just couldn't. I don't know whether it was the build, me, what. it just didn't work out, so I ended up going with this one, and gave me enough time to talk about the dragon, well, the Grand Dragon anyway, and that was the last one of the round. It was a stomp. Most of the matches I recorded were stomps. I'm honestly not surprised, as we see my pathetic score before we fade over to the outro, but thanks for watching, everybody. It's been fun going back to the Chassis series. Have a good one, everybody, and I'll see you next week for the Thunderbolt Tennessee. Bye-bye.